The Hangar in Lancaster, California. I'm Jacobo.
And I'm Angel.
This week in our city, information about Grace Resource Center, a recap of Small Business Saturday on the Boulevard,
the city's collaboration with Heliogen, the after-school education and safety program, along with a look at Fox Airfield.
There's a lot of interesting topics that we're going to be covering this week.
Fox Airfield, the after-school education and safety program. Lots of cool stuff going on.
Let's jump right into it. With the foundation dating back over 31 years ago by the Antelope Valley Christian Ministerial Association, the AVCMA for short, is a local ministry of pastors and church leaders who have unified by ultimately committing to a cause bigger than themselves, serving both the local homeless community as well as the less fortunate families that are currently residing throughout the Antelope Valley. The Grace Resource Center is located on 45134 North Sierra Highway in Lancaster, California, and has continued to provide essential help and aid to the local community for over 3 decades. The Grace Resource Center was originally ran by Steve Baker, who was hired as the Executive Director of Ministry, and with the vital help of 15 volunteers, the Grace Resource Center began feeding hungry individuals and families throughout Lancaster. Fast forward to today, and Grace Resources is fully functioning with 10 paid staff members and over 400 regular volunteers serving those in need. Leading the effort now is Jeremy and Sharon Johnson. For anybody who doesn't know, could you tell the community about what Grace Resource Center actually is?
Yeah, so Grace Resource Center is a facility that's focused on really helping to meet the needs of our homeless friends, working poor, and the impoverished that just really are struggling to make ends meet. And we are just there to help however we can, meet whatever needs we can.
It's really great. So obviously you guys have been in the community for some time now. When did Grace Resource Center come to fruition?
Well, you know, Grace Resources was founded 31 years ago by the Antelope Valley Christian Ministerial Association, which is still around today and serves the community. We started out over on Yucca Avenue, and about 17 years ago, we moved to the facility where we are now on Sierra Highway. If you don't know where we are, we're at Sierra Highway and Avenue I. Our address there is 45134 Sierra Highway. Got a big sign out there in front. But we've been doing this now for 31 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so keeping the community served for a while.
What are some of the resources that you guys offer to community members?
Sharon, why don't you tell them about a couple of the food programs that we have going on?
Sure. Yeah, so our main focus is getting food out into the community, whether it be to homeless population or to our low-income community as well. So a couple of the programs within our food services are Project Door Drop and our older adult program. So those, the Project Door Drop is a way to get bags delivered. We have volunteers that take bags out to senior citizens, those who might be struggling with any kind of infirmity or disability that makes it difficult for them to get out of their homes. We'll deliver groceries right to their door and drop it off for them. The other program we have within our food services is called our older adult program. And so we actually deliver probably 500 or 600 bags a month of groceries to senior center homes. An example would be to Mayflower Gardens, which is a senior facility. And we deliver those groceries directly to them for their seniors that might be low income, on fixed income, Social Security. And it just helps them to make ends meet.
Yeah, so it's been cool to see Project Door Drop really grow. Project Door Drop really came out of a need found during COVID, when COVID started, and we were delivering groceries to families that were and individuals that were quarantined, and that started as a project, as a partnership with the City of Lancaster and with Grace Chapel and Grace Resources, and continues to this day. And so families and seniors can go online at projectdoordrop.com. They can sign up, and each week they can have groceries delivered. Now they need to live in the City of Lancaster or in Quartz Hill, and they'll have groceries delivered once a week.
Wow. So at what point did you guys realize that, giving back to the community was something that you guys wanted to pursue long term?
Well, that's interesting, Kobo. my background is as a research scientist. By trade, I'm a transplant immunologist.
Oh, wow.
And so I used to work in a research lab, and felt a call in my life later in life, and said, you know what, my faith was driving what I was doing, and felt the need to give back to the community. And so I started pastoring a church up in Sacramento, and was called down here to start helping with the transition of Steve Baker, who was the longtime executive director here, who I replaced a couple years ago. And so I just felt like we need to help our community. And so that tug on my heart happened, probably about 10, 12 years ago now. Sharon, how would you answer that?
I would say I've always been somebody, just as a woman of faith in the Lord, that serving others and serving a community is just part of what you do. It's just part of life. So for years I've worked in the school system working with special ed kids. And then Grace Resources had a need for somebody to come in and help with some programs. As soon as I got there, COVID hit, and it changed everything.
Yeah.
So I've kind of transitioned into helping with food services and volunteer services. And it's just been such a joy to be a part of helping the community that way.
Yeah, it's a funny story. Sharon was hired as our event coordinator in November of 2019. And then come March of 2020, there were no such thing as events.
So we're like, what do we do with Sharon?
Yeah.
But the need for food just grew exponentially.
It actually tripled, like almost instantly.
Yeah.
Do you think that your guys' program has changed a lot since the pandemic started? Or do you think that it's kind of like giving back the same resources?
Well, as Sharon mentioned, just from pre-COVID to mid-COVID, the amount of food that we were distributing to the community did triple. And so in that regard, it did impact us, and we have seen that growth. But surprisingly enough, we have seen even more significant growth with these difficult inflationary times that we're facing. Just looking at some numbers earlier last week, and in January of this year, through Project Door Drop and grocery distributions at the Resource Center, we do 5 of those a week, we hit about 1,300, just over 1,300 households.
Wow.
Last month, which would have been October, we did 4,500 households. And so it's
exponential.
Yeah, and so it's grown even more from COVID, and which I would not have thought that. But we have a line now for our grocery distributions. We have a drive-through grocery distribution, and that line has reached as long as 1.5 miles.
Wow.
And so the need continues to exist, and it is significant.
Yeah, so one of the things you were asking about is the changes during COVID. So pre-COVID, most of the services that we did were what I would call in-house. So we were working as a food bank. We have really transitioned since COVID hit into more of a food hub. So we've not only continued the services that we do right on site, which has grown, as Jeremy said, but we have, in addition to that, we're giving out thousands of bags of groceries out into the community. We can't hit everybody. And so we are partnering with nonprofit organizations and with churches and other groups that are doing their own food giveaways. So we're helping prepare the groceries and food for them so that they can reach people in the community that we can't get to. And so we've really, truly become a food hub because of that.
Yeah, I think a perfect example of that is we have been partnering with a coalition of school administrators within the Lancaster School District, and they put on a monthly resource fair for their students and families where they help with vaccinations, they help with eyeglasses, they help with backpacks and other resources, and then we're there supplying groceries. And the first one we did 200 bags of groceries. Last one we did 100 bags of groceries and it wasn't enough. And so this next one, which is happening this Saturday at Parkview Elementary School, where they can sign up to volunteer.
Okay, so first I would like to say we love
Yes,
volunteers.
We do.
We cannot do what we do without volunteers.
That is
so. If you want to volunteer, actually most of our volunteer opportunities, and this is a challenge for people, is Monday through Friday during the day. So if you are somebody who'd like to give back to your community and you're available Monday through Friday during the day, we have a couple of shifts available. We make it so easy for you. All you have to do is send me an email and I'll shoot out our volunteer calendar. You just go on it, you look it up, you find a spot that works for you, and you sign up. Easy as that.
Yeah, it's straightforward. We use signup.com, and Sharon will send you that link, so you can send Sharon an email at
sharon.johnson@graceresources.org.
Yep, and so we can get you signed up there. And then, as many of the people viewing this have seen an increase in expenses, we have at the Resource Center as well. And so if you would like to support the work financially of what we do, of feeding families, of helping some of the homeless in our communities, you can go to our website, which is graceresources.org. Right at the top, there's a donate now, and you can make an online donation at a secure website that we have. We'd love it if you became a monthly donor. That helps us with our budgets, but you can go there. And also, if you want to see what's happening at Grace Resources, follow us on our Facebook page. It's Grace Resources AV. Also, we have an Instagram account, and that's at Grace Resources. We'd love to have you follow us there and keep abreast of what's happening at the Resource Center and any new programs that may be coming on, or maybe how we could help you and your family as well.
As the current executive director of Grace Resources, Jeremy felt the need later in life to give back to his community. Originally having a background in research science, he believed that he could serve a larger purpose serving his community and has been doing so for over 7 years. A major focus has been providing food to the local community through the use of 2 programs, the first of which is Project Door Drop. This program was born in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. It allows for those suffering from illness, making it difficult to leave their home, to receive food and crucial supplies that are directly delivered contactless to their front door. The second food service program that Grace Resources provides is community members are the older adult program, which averages 500 to 600 bags of groceries a month. These bags of groceries are delivered to senior living centers throughout the city of Lancaster as well as Quartz Hill. Some of the other programs Grace Resources provides are their hot meal program, food pantry, free coat giveaways during winter, and a wide variety of clothing that can be found at Grace's Clothing Closet. Grace's Clothing Closet provides community members with affordable, good quality clothing at very low prices, including wedding dresses, formal dresses, and outfits for job interviews. Just as important is the supplies that Grace Resources provides for underserved community members. Some of these essential supplies are personal hygiene kits, which contain shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste, and much more. Grace Resources also provides community with essential infant needs for families struggling to make ends meet, allowing residents to pick up anything from diapers and baby formula to toddler clothes and toys. If you would like to learn more about Grace Resource Center and how you can help, please visit www.graceresources.org. And to see if you or a loved one qualify for Project Door Drop or the older adult program, you can visit www.projectdoordrop.com to sign up now. I think it's really great what Grace Resource Center is providing and doing for the community.
Just as in its name, it's a resource, offers a wealth of resources for community members from all demographics, it sounds like. Has a bunch of different programs that cater to the needs of people. It's really awesome to see.
And they're always looking for volunteers, so if you're interested, if anybody is, make sure to visit their website or give them a call.
Here in the city of Lancaster, small businesses are not only celebrated, but they're appreciated. Small Business Saturday on the Boulevard was an event that highlighted the establishments we see on the boulevard and provided smaller local businesses a chance to shine. These businesses included an eyeglass and head accessory shop, a shop that sold faux leopard fur bags and zebra print totes, a bakery dedicated to making treats for dogs, a photographer who sold prints and framed pictures of her work, and much more. At the start of the event, I was able to talk with business owner Refi Rodriguez, who is the founder and CEO of Refi Snacks, as he talked about the passion behind what he does and gave a little bit of insight about how his brand has impacted his life. Hello, it's Angel from L28 News, and I'm standing with one of the vendors at the Small Business Saturday on the Boulevard event. So if you could state your name, your business, and a little bit about yourself.
For sure. Hi guys, my name is Refi and I own Refi Snacks, which is right here. And it's a fully vegan chamoy candy, and we also have agua frescas.
So how long have you been in business with Refi Snacks?
We've been in business for 1.5 years now. We're actually about to go into our 2nd year, so we're pretty excited about that.
So going into your 2nd year, is there anything fun or exciting that you're planning to do for it?
Yeah, absolutely. We have our new website coming, which is going to be refisnacks.com, where you can shop my candy, and we ship nationwide, so all across the United States.
Okay, so you've been doing this for almost 2 years now. What was sort of the drive or passion behind even just starting up the business?
So coming from a Latino background and having really, I didn't come from a wealthy family or anything like that. I struggled a lot just paying for college. So I wanted to start something for my own and inspire other Latino, undocumented, LGBT friends to start their own business, because anything is truly possible here.
So since starting your business, what sort of impact have you seen it have either on your own life or on like other community members or just customers that have told you about their experience?
I would say, to answer your question, my personal impact is just my life has dramatically changed. I have been able to now be able to afford go back to school. And on a bigger scale, I would say that people have been inspired to start their own business because they see the drive that I have in such a short period of time. And that's really all I wanted, to just inspire people.
So speaking of other businesses, can Refi Snacks be found anywhere on the boulevard maybe?
Yes, absolutely. You can find my snacks over at 0 Degrees Custard, which is an Italian ice cream place. You can also find it at Don Sal and Lucky Luke, where you can add the famous Refi Rim, which is our most popular item.
Well, thank you for your time. Is there anything else you maybe want to shout out, either about your business, about the community, or even just about the Small Business Saturday event?
Well, I just want to say to everyone that has supported my business throughout this, year and pandemic, thank you so much for supporting Refi Snacks. And kindness matters, and just lead with kindness. Anything is possible. And thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. I feel honored.
Of course. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of the event, and I hope you get some traction.
Yes, thank you so much.
The streets of the boulevard were filled with laughter, joy, and live music as a group performed jazz tunes while guests mingled about. Beloved characters Elsa and Anna also appeared at the celebration as the duo interacted with guests and performed songs from the movie. It wasn't only small businesses who created a space for the community. The Moa Cedar opened its doors and became Santa's workshop, with elves roaming about as Cowboy Santa sat atop the stage and welcomed guests to say hello and complete the tradition of making a wish. Inside the Moa Cedar was also the Antelope Valley and Lancaster community queens, who L28 reporter Brianna Herrera was able to sit and chat with.
Hey everyone, it's Brianna Herrera from L28, and look who I'm sitting with. We have the Lancaster Queens as well as the Antelope Valley Queens. I'm going to pass the mic around and have them introduce themselves.
Hello, my name's Diana. I'm Teen Miss Lancaster.
Hello, I'm Josephine Danuccio, Young Miss Lancaster.
Hi, I'm Emily Calzada, Junior Miss Lancaster.
Hello, I'm Rachel Dorfler, Miss Lancaster 2022.
Hello, my name is Jade Diaz, and I'm your Miss Antelope Valley 2022.
Hi, my name's Natalie Rosas, and I'm Tiny Miss Antelope Valley. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Bailey Lethbridge, and I'm Young Miss Antelope Valley 2022.
Hi, my name is Savannah Kovarovias. I am your Little Miss Antelope Valley 2022.
All right, and we are at Small Business Saturday on the Boulevard, and today you guys are volunteering and helping out at the Moa Cedar. So can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing here?
Today we're like Santa's little helpers. We're helping the kids go take pictures. We're working with the kids doing the crafts. They get to get their face painted. They get balloon animals, different things like that.
And a large part of this is just making sure that everything goes great for everyone in the community and making sure everybody is involved and making this a real winter wonderland for everyone.
I absolutely love that. And it looks like you guys are doing a phenomenal job at it right now because the kids are having fun. They're over there decorating. They're getting their face painted. There's balloon animals. Is that what? Yeah, we've got some balloon. Yeah, we got balloon animals over here. So that's awesome. I want to know from you guys, can you tell me a little bit more about like when you go out and do community events like this, what is the most significant part to you? Because I would imagine it would be fun to hang out with kids, right? And do these things and volunteer. But for you specifically, what would be the best part of this? Anyone want to take it? Go ahead.
So the best part about it is like feeding the homeless and getting to do a bunch of community service fun stuff. Like this one time we went and I did we have to do a fundraiser, a community service project. And we all did like this fundraiser and they were so fun.
Nice, thank you. Yeah, that sounds awesome. And it's great that you get to do community service. That's beautiful and that's your favorite part.
It's getting to know the community that I liked most about it because I come from a small town of Little Rock and I've been opened up to so much more than just my small town, and I love getting to know everybody and seeing what else is in the community of AV.
I love that. Anyone else want to add anything else?
My favorite part is seeing everybody's smiles and seeing how grateful they are to have us there.
Had a balloon pop there, huh? Yeah, exactly. So it seems like you guys are genuinely in it for the community aspect, to give back to the community, to volunteer, and that's beautiful. That's so wonderful. So if anyone wanted to get involved in, let's say, any of the Lancaster pageants, any of the Miss Antelope Valley, how do they get involved? How does someone start those conversations?
To get involved specifically with the Lancaster pageants, we have our own website, lancasterpageants.org, and then you can fill out an interest form right now, and it really helps you to get involved with your community, and then you can run for the pageant for 2023.
So you can reach out on Facebook. Most every community has a Facebook page, and just reach out through there and never feel intimidated. This is my first time ever running. It has been an amazing experience for me.
Well, then, thank you, ladies. I really appreciate you giving us your time, plus giving the community your time and volunteering in here. It really means a lot, and it keeps something like Small Business Saturday, an event like this, going. So thank you, ladies. This has been Brianna Herrera with L28. See ya.
The excitement didn't end there. Many of Santa's helpers ran to the dance floor and gave a lively dance performance, followed by two of the older elves performing a Christmas classic and the well-known Let It Go from the movie Frozen. Throughout the event, shoppers who turned in receipts were able to enter the raffle to earn prizes that ranged from tickets to LPAC performances and gift cards to local shops, all the way to 4 Disneyland tickets and even a PS5. It's important to give thanks to the volunteers and staff who make events like this possible, which is what Desert Bloom Marketing Event Captain Chad Wood emphasizes in our interview outside of the Christmas Wonderland. Wood also talks about how important it is to support small businesses as a community, and also how even the youngest volunteers will have something to take away from the experience. Hello, it's Angel from L28 News, and I'm standing with one of the volunteers at Small Business Saturday on the Boulevard. So if I could have you introduce yourself and then give a little bit of insight about what it is you're doing here today.
Hi, my name's Chad Wood. I work for Desert Bloom Marketing. It's a local marketing firm here focusing on the Boulevard, Destination Lancaster, and other businesses in the area. Today I'm taking care of the volunteers, the wonderful volunteers. We have dozens of volunteers helping out with Small Business Saturday, and I'm helping make sure that they get properly fed.
So it sounds like the event isn't just for people of all ages to come in and actually participate, but it's also anybody of all ages is able to actively take part in the event, so volunteering, stuff like that. So it sounds like it's really community based. So what kind of impact have you seen this event or years prior have on the community?
Yeah, I mean, I think Small Business Saturday, specifically out of the three major shopping holidays, right? It's the most important for local communities. It's the ones that are going to help keep your local businesses in business. It's not Walmart. It's not Amazon. It's all about the local community at that stage. And like I said, the volunteers are all ages. They are learning and they're projecting just how important the community is to them. They're really starting to build those roots now, which is fantastic to see. And it's about the community coming together. We've had a lot of people, Araxi, who put this whole thing together, Bobby, my boss, who helped put this whole thing together. It's really important for them, and it's about the community for them, and it's about building something stronger for Lancaster. I think that's really important.
So speaking of fantastic, what's something at the event that you saw today that kind of just stuck out to you or sort of struck a chord, like made you feel a strong emotion?
So I've actually been slightly sequestered to the kitchen all day, and that might seem kind of like a bad thing, but actually I've had the opportunity to hang out with like all of the performers, and they have kept me entertained for 4 hours straight now. They have been practicing and singing and telling me jokes all day, and just knowing that they're here having fun while, we're all just trying to work together to make this a good event for everybody is pretty great.
Nice. Like to hear that. Glad you're having fun. So just to wrap up the interview, is there anything you want to say, whether it's about the event, the community, special shout out?
I would say special shout out first. If you see anybody walking around wearing a Lancaster City shirt, say thank you. I also know a lot of the Lancaster City people. They're a lot of great guys and girls. They deserve your thanks because they do so many things to just help keep the city running that you don't even think of. And as far as like special message, shop local. It really is important to keep these small businesses open. I'm planning on opening a small business eventually myself. So, I want people to shop local. All my friends want people to shop local. It's about, keeping the community strong.
As expected, many of the business owners took the time to attend the event and support their community, such as owner and founder of Top Shelf Financial, Devontae Thomas, who had a booth set up that featured the business's apparel, along with a shop that handcrafted mugs and keychains for passersby who were interested. I spoke with Thomas, who talked about how important it is to create a space where people from all demographics can gather and what kind of positive impacts can come from an event like this. Hello, it's Angel from L28 News, and I'm standing with one of the owners of one of the small businesses on the boulevard here in Lancaster. So if you could introduce yourself, your business, and tell us a little bit about what it is that you do.
Yes, hi, Devontae Thomas with Top Shelf Financial. What we do is financial services. We teach the community about how to plan for proper retirement, for life insurance, for investments. Financial services across the board is what we do.
So you're a small business here in Lancaster. You cater to the community. How long have you guys been in business?
We've been in business as Top Shelf Financial a couple years now. We've been in financial services for 12 years total. So we've been practicing here in the Antelope Valley for 12 years in its entirety, and we're growing. We're excited about what we're doing here.
Nice. So you've been around for 2 years as Top Shelf Financial. You've been here on the boulevard for about 2 years.
Coming up on about 8 months now, actually. We're new to the boulevard, so which makes it even that much more exciting, trying to bring new life, new ideas, just new experiences for the community at large.
So you've been on the boulevard for about 8 months, so I'm assuming this is like your first big event like this where people are actually here. What kind of effect are you hoping that this has either on your business or just an overall experience that you're hoping to gain from this?
Yeah, definitely. You know what? This is actually our second event that we hosted this year. In August, we hosted a fashion show at the MOA, which was really exciting, really good. But what we want to do is we want to bring different events here to the Antelope Valley that all communities could appreciate, that mixes it up. And just overall include the culture and have a good time, make it more fun, more inclusive. That's our focus.
So speaking of culture, I noticed on one of the banners, it says Cultural Area 641, sponsored by Top Shelf Financial. So if you could expand a little bit about that for people that might not know what that is.
Definitely. So Cultural 641, how we came up with it was with the Roxy, which is one of the executives of the board down here. And the way we came up with that is we wanted it to be a cultural experience. We wanted it to be inclusive to all communities. That was our focus, and that's exactly what we did, was want to bring out everybody, all demographics. We got upper age, middle age, young age kids, obviously, as you can see, and that's what we want to do. We want to touch the whole entire community and just be able to celebrate the Antelope Valley.
Very heartfelt answer, very heartfelt message. So speaking of wanting to touch the community, what are some ways that you've seen Small Business Saturday, an event like this, positively affect people?
Yeah, you know, all these businesses down here for the most part are small businesses. So this event is huge because all this traffic that's coming down here, they're stopping, they're experiencing the creativeness, the beauty that all these businesses have to offer. And that's exactly what we want to do. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I love capitalism. I love all businesses down here. And that was big for me. I want to be able to bring community out here to this boulevard, to be able to shop at different businesses and to be able to make an impact for the business owners, but at the same time have a good time as a community as well. So that was the focus.
So what has been your favorite either experience or just something that you've heard, even just being at the event and walking around?
I'm sorry, one more time?
So what was like your favorite thing either that you heard, you saw, you witnessed at the event today?
You know what I love most, like I said, is that we touched all communities. That was the biggest thing that I love about it, is we was able to reach all communities. We see every demographic out here, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about, and obviously, what we do with financial services, it's a traditional industry, and I wanted to change that culture. My wife and I, we want to change that culture and kind of make financial services more fun, more attractive, add a little bit of sexiness with it, with our apparel, with our brand. That's what it's about, is trying to mix it up and doing it in a way where our community can still learn the values and principles that will eventually liberate them financially as well.
To continue to show your support for Lancaster's small businesses, take a trip to the Boulevard or visit Lancaster's website, cityoflancasterca.org, to see more events hosted at Lancaster's downtown.
So since you attended the event, what would you say was your favorite part?
Definitely going around and shopping at the local booths that they had and just getting a chance to interact, not even with just the vendors, but also community members. It seemed like everybody was in high spirits, having a good time.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a chance to join the raffle?
I did. I won a couple of tickets to the LPAC performances coming up in March. I also got gift certificates to different shops on the Boulevard.
So it sounds like you had a good time.
I did. Hope you get to attend next year's event.
Definitely will.
Mm-hmm. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the city's partnership with Heliogen, along with Lancaster's after-school safety and education program.
Welcome back to L28. In this segment, we'll be bringing you Lancaster and Heliogen and what benefits after-school programs provide students. Over the span of the past decade, Mayor R. Rex Parris, in collaboration with local city officials, have continued pursuing their vision of generating a more efficient energy network for the city and surrounding areas by highlighting the importance of transitioning to both a greener and more sustainable way of achieving long-term energy solutions through the use of hydrogen. That's why the City of Lancaster is extremely excited to reveal its latest renewable energy project by expanding and partnering with Heliogen, which is a renewable energy technology company that's focused on decarbonizing industry and empowering a more sustainable civilization for the future. Their essential purpose is to replace the use of harmful fossil fuels by unlocking and harnessing the full power of the sun. Although this is one of the many ongoing innovative partnerships the city is currently utilizing to responsibly employ locally available resources to power our community, the Heliogen partnership will aim to develop a concentrated solar thermal system that will allow Lancaster to fulfill its vision by becoming a model city for hydrogen production in the United States. While this project was recently announced, the initial collaboration broke ground back in 2019 as both the city and Heliogen cited a demonstration test facility for the use of concentrated solar energy. Heliogen will serve as the technology provider, project developer, builder, operator, and equity partner. This latest project expands the city's ongoing relationship with the company, and the new facility will utilize breakthrough technology to use artificial intelligence and advanced computer vision software to concentrate enough sunlight to generate up to 1,500 metric tons of carbon-free hydrogen per year, representing an even greater economic development potential within our city. Heliogen expects to bring on additional equity partners to support the project's construction costs. The City of Lancaster will assist with site identification, review by City Council and the community as required, support for permitting processes, and evaluation of economic development potential. Through the use of the company's concentrating solar energy technology and thermal storage systems, they will now aim to deliver carbon-free heat, steam, power, or green hydrogen at scale that will essentially support the round-the-clock industrial operations, becoming net zero. To put it simply, Heliogen is replacing harmful fossil fuels with sunlight. For the example, you can think of the traditional way we harness solar energy through panels that are most times above our homes. But Heliogen is using that same concept, except instead of using singular panels, Heliogen's mirror panels act together as a single magnifying lens within a system designed to withstand temperatures of up to 1,500 degrees Celsius. This allows for each lens to move together to pinpoint and harness the strongest rays of sunlight throughout the day. This in turn will allow for this breakthrough technology to industry, consumers, and the rest of the world for the first time. Helio heat can now be used to replace historically dirty industries such as cement, steel, and mining, transforming them to a greener and more sustainable companies by cutting carbon emissions, reduce energy costs that can not only replace fossil fuels but transform sunlight into fuels by the use of their heliofuels, which can be used for applications such as automotive, machinery, trucking, and even aviation. To learn more about Heliogen and how they are working towards a more sustainable future, you can visit their website at www.heliogen.com.
Partnered with the Lancaster School District, the City of Lancaster created the After School Education and Safety Program, or ACES program for short. ACES is a free program offered to 11 of the schools in the district and provides enrichment activities that can positively affect academic, physical, and social development. The school district spearheads the budgeting and invoicing services for the program and also provides credentialed teachers and city recreation leaders. The teachers create lesson plans in order to cater to the academic aspect of the program, while the city recreation leaders are trained with teacher assistant skills in order to administer assistance with homework and academic activities for the students. To fulfill the recreation component, the city uses part-time recreation leaders and a full-time recreation coordinator for activities that the students can engage in. ACES is a program that offers students attendance and snacks, homework help, academic enrichment, arts and crafts, and recreational activities. After-school programs are important because they encourage safety, help create connections, and improve academic performance through tutoring help that's offered. Youth.gov discusses the benefits that the programs can have for the youth, families, and the community. 1 in 5 students are alone after the school day, which can lead to isolation or feelings of loneliness. These high-quality programs can foster positive youth development and create a safe space for the youth to explore their potential. One aspect of health that programs like these help is social and emotional learning. According to the site, social and emotional learning, or SEL for short, is the process that people use to acquire and apply the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to develop healthy identities, manage emotions, and achieve personal and collective goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain supportive relationships, and make responsible and caring decisions. By actively participating in the after-school programs, students improve their social and emotional competency, intrinsic motivation, the effort to concentrate and develop a higher sense of self-worth. All of these things are beneficial because they're the driving force behind one's identity and figuring out who you are. It's important to foster these things at a young age because it leads to success in the future. And by further developing personal and social skills, it helps create a healthy attitude towards school and can lead to higher academic achievement. Academic help at these programs can lead to an improvement in grades, as seen in a national evaluation that focused on the 21st Century Community Learning Center programs. The evaluation found that more than 40% of students saw an improvement to reading and math grades, and that those who kept attending saw an even greater improvement. Attending after-school programs can lead to improvements in classroom participation and attendance, reducing the percentage of dropout rates. After-school programs also use adult supervision to promote a safe and inclusive environment, promoting youth development. These programs also support working families. Oftentimes, parents or guardians have to focus a lot of their time in their line of work, which is where the programs come into play. They give students and the youth a safe place to go and be looked after. It's important to remember that these programs don't just promote a wellness culture for emotional and social health, but they're also a great resource for nutrition and physical activity. These programs provide the opportunity for students to get active through exercise and games the instructors may lead. Students may also benefit from the snacks provided, as the food is healthy and reduces the risk of diet-related illness. Hunger is shown to have an immediate impact on health and can affect cognitive functions such as learning and development in a negative way. After-school programs play a vital role in ensuring the youth have a safe place to go for tutoring and homework help, and can be a way for connections to be made and friendships to develop as. So if you're interested in enrolling your student in the city's after-school education and safety program, you can visit cityoflancasterca.org or call 661-723-6000 to learn more. So, did you ever attend any after-school programs?
You know, I did. In elementary school, we had this program called the Wing Club. And it was essentially that we would do homework, and then after we would like have activities, maybe play a sport. And I met a few friends through there. So I think that's a great opportunity for any kid in elementary, middle school.
Great thing to have, great resource. Sounds like it benefits in all realms of life that students may need. It's really nice.
Yep.
If you're familiar with the aerospace industry in the city, then stick around. After this short break, the L28 team will be concluding the episode with Fox Airfield.
Thank you for tuning in to L28. If you like aviation, you're in luck. Today's episode will be ending with a special look at Fox Airfield. Located just 5 miles northwest of the city of Lancaster and just a 10-minute drive from the boulevard, the General William J. Fox Airfield is the only active aviation airport in the Antelope Valley, serving local cities such as Lancaster, Palmdale, and Roseman. The airport was initially built back in 1959 by Los Angeles County and was soon open for business, giving the residents of the Antelope Valley a lifeline to airborne travel domestically all across the country. The airfield received its name after the late great William J. Fox, who was a jack of all trades, being known as a respected Marine war hero, a movie stuntman, the first Los Angeles County engineer, and for 20 years after his retirement, a cowboy. Today, the Fox Airfield, in collaboration with the American Airports Corporation, currently facilitates over 58,000 general aviation takeoffs and landings per year, and is currently open to all general aviation aircraft 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Functioning as a self-sufficient airport, all the income generated by the county at the airport is meant to be reinvested back into the airport or the county's system of airports. Over the next 1 to 2 years, the County of Los Angeles anticipates investing over $12 million in various capital improvement projects to the airfield, with the main upgrade including reconstruction of the runway. While the runway continues to be upgraded over the years, it currently sits at 7,200 feet long and 150 feet wide. The Fox Field Airport serves as one of the best day trips in Lancaster, as the airport hosts frequent events and activities to promote careers in aviation. Overall, the airport has played and continues to serve a vital role in the nation's integrated system of airports, and as a valuable asset to the local communities it serves on a daily basis, serving the diverse communities of the city of Lancaster, the city of Palmdale, the Antelope Valley, and the broader Los Angeles County. Some of the other amenities that the airfield also offers aviation enthusiasts are a restaurant, the Milestones of Flight Aeronautical Museum, several aviation businesses, the home to 200 base aircrafts, and the U.S. Department of Forestry's air tanker, which is frequently used to combat local wildfires in the region. For those looking to learn more about the city's rich aviation history, visit the Milestones of Flight Museum, which is also located on site. For more information on the William J. Fox Airfield, you can call the airport manager at 661-940-1709 or visit dpw.lacounty.gov/airports.
Well, thank you for tuning into the City of Lancaster's news. I'm Angel.
And I'm Jacobo, and this has been
L28 News.